Now, to me, Cyberpunk 2077 has always been a game about exploration and mysteries. But sometimes, as players, we can venture a little bit too far and see things that the developers never intended us to see. So join me today as we explore Night City's seedy underbelly of misplaced and broken assets. And if you do enjoy this content and would like to see more, consider subscribing to the channel, as that's the best way to support us. But for now, let's get on with the exploring. For this one, we're located in Santo Domingo, right here next to the Arasaka building. As at this transformer station over here, if we just go below the surface, it looks like one of the developers has been trying to hide their snacks from everyone. As located down here is some sort of fridge or cupboard here. Now sadly, there's nothing lootable in it, or there's actually nothing in it at all, apart from a little light. I was kind of surprised that there was actually textures inside of here. But yeah, for whatever reason, this is just here floating beneath the surface. Next one on our list, we're located in Vista del Rey in Haywood. Now, one thing I'll say about this next one is it's incredibly hard to see, but using the power of no clip here, we're able to fly up to our monorail tracks here, and we might see something just floating in the sky here rather randomly. Yeah, for whatever reason, we've got a metro symbol just floating up here right above the monorail system. It's for the N-carts. Now, I don't know if there's actually an N-cart station right here. If I look at the map very quickly, there is a sort of a rail line that goes through there. So yeah, there could be one located nearby, but yeah, real strange that we just got this one floating up here. Maybe this was meant to be a stop at some point. Next one, we're located here in the middle of the Badlands at the Aldecado base. Now for this one to work, you do have to have taken the Nomad life path choice. And when the Aldecados finally move base camp, they do leave behind a few strange things. And we're not just talking about the sweet tag they left behind. As for whatever reason, still in the middle of this abandoned zone, a car still spawns here every single time. And it's not just that. The fast travel terminal is also still here, but it's completely broken, as you can see. There's no texture to it. You can just walk through it as well. But yeah, I thought that was kind of strange how the fast travel terminal just completely bugs out in this area. Kind of interesting as well how it all just becomes this low poly stuff that you can't really read anything on it anymore. But a cool little addition here. This one was located in Santo Domingo in Ranch Coronado, right next to the giant sunken Ferris wheel. Now located here next to the Ferris wheel is this awesome memorial statue right here, which has been dedicated to a crime boss. However, if we go on a little adventure just inside of here, we'll notice something a little bit strange. Yeah, there's these two gigantic screens located inside the monument. And I've got absolutely no idea why. And I mean, they are absolutely massive. Look at this. They literally span all the way down here. Now, it's really hard to make out what's actually written on them because of how large they are, but it does appear to be one of the textures that you just do typically find on some of the original monitors in the game. However, why these are located here inside of the monument, I have absolutely no idea. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. For this one, once again, we're located in Santo Domingo here in Ranch Coronado. Now this one's kind of interesting because I think it's the devs having a little bit of a laugh with us. If we come down this alleyway here, we'll be greeted with this garage with a gigantic X on it. Now, the strange thing about this is if we just go around the corner here, it goes into absolutely nothing. We can see this is clearly a garage in itself with a solid wall there. So I think the devs have put an X on this to say, yeah, this shouldn't be here, but they actually never removed it. Yeah, kind of an interesting one. But honestly, part of me thinks that it's kind of intentional just to have a little bit of a laugh with us, especially with the giant red X on it. So for this one, we're located in Santo Domingo in Ranch Coronado, bordering on Arroyo. Now, I'm really not quite sure what to make of this one, so I'd love to know your thoughts on this in the comments below. However, there's a few interesting things located in these warehouses here. For instance, located just over here, we can actually just do a quick double jump and get over into this completely enclosed area. Now, there's literally nothing special in here at all. It's all completely walled off. I don't know why it exists. But furthermore to this, there's also this gigantic railing here with barbed wire all across the top of it, which completely prevents you from going into this area back here. Now, I really don't know what to make of this. I think this is sort of like a forgotten part of the game that they just never really got around to doing, because if we come over to this side, we can just do a quick double jump over here. And again, we come into an area like the one I've just showed you, which is almost completely walled off. However, there appears to be a hole in the wall this side, so you can actually go inside of the building. Now, once again, there's nothing special in here at all, just a load of debris and stuff like that. Now, I have looked around for any cool graffiti, things like that. No, absolutely nothing in this area, which begs the question of why it's all so walled off like this. Now, the area I just showed you is behind these two garage doors here, which again, it doesn't make any sense because, yeah, these are really small compartments. Why would you even need garage doors here? And why is there loads of rubble just behind the doors when the entrance to it is the one that was broken all over here? Doesn't make sense, this area. So I had to include this one because it's just kind of funny. So located right next to the warehouses there where we're just, there's a bugged out NPC here. And yeah, for some reason, when they spawn in, they always spawn in on fire because they've sat too close to the camp. Oh, it literally happens every single time you come here. So yeah, if you want to enjoy watching someone slowly burn to death, come over here and enjoy the sights. Just don't get too close to the fire yourself. Yeah, apparently a couple of people want to set themselves on fire in this location. Oh, you gotta love this game. For this one, we're located in Wellsprings, inside of Haywood, right next to the Berkeley and Bay fast travel. Now, I absolutely love this one, because located here, we have this little information booth. Now, it's completely unassuming and looks like nothing special at all. However, there's an interesting AI pathing issue here, as every now and then we'll get an AI who will saunter his way over here towards the booth and do something interesting. He's gonna ride an imaginary bike. Oh.
Hey there. Can I help you with anything?
I don't think so, mate. I don't think you can help me with anything at all. You just enjoy riding your invisible bike here. Oh, I don't know why, but I think that's absolutely brilliant. And now he'll go back to his day-to-day business. Bye, my friend. Oh, I guess the graffiti was right after all. For our next one, we're located in the Glen in Haywood, just here, where we have this small little building here, and something quite interesting about this area. You see, I think it's one of the few areas where the developers forgot to update some of the assets, because you can see these rather interesting bins here. Now, not being funny, but I've not actually seen these bins anywhere else in the game. I know it's a small little thing, but yeah, they look like they're from an old development build of the game, and interestingly, we've got a completely unique keypad over here. I've never seen a white one like this with just locked written on it. It's not interactable, not scannable or anything. But yeah, I think these are a bunch of old assets that they forgot to remove from the game. Because yeah, look at this one. That's just a bin. And we know that all the bins in the game are green with the yellow on them. But yeah, these ones, completely forgotten about. But honestly, the keypad interested me more than anything because yeah, I've never seen a white keypad, and I've never seen a keypad with that display on it either. Let me know if you've seen it in the comments below. When we're located here in the Badlands in the middle of the Biotechnica flats. As if we're to venture just below the surface here on this road, we'll notice something interesting. There appears to be a semicircle of grass here that one of the developers has drawn out. Now, I think it's kind of interesting. It almost reminds me of like a horseshoe kind of thing. But yeah, for whatever reason, we do have a bunch of grass just floating down here. And it doesn't, to me, look exactly like the desert bush grass. It's almost like a bit too green. I know I'm over-analyzing grass here, but yeah, just thought it was kind of funny that there's like a hand-drawn bunch of grass underneath the floor here. For our next one, we're inside of Wellsprings, located in Haywood at the docks by the ocean here. Now, don't know if this is the same for you, but since the last patch update, I've got a rather random texture that's appeared here. As you might see, that's clipping through the boats. Now, first, I thought the developers had just updated the area to include a load more mud, but apparently not. No, that's just an invisible texture there. But you can see these actual floating rocks in it, which I thought is kind of weird. So let me know, is it like this in your game too? Because oddly enough for me, this extends all the way over to this side here. Now, if I was to drop down on this, yeah, you notice that I just go straight through it, and this is the actual shoreline below it. So I'm not quite sure what is going on with this texture, so please do let me know, is it my game or not? Because yeah, it's kind of strange that this has appeared. For this one, we're located in Wellsprings inside of Haywood, where if we go for a stroll down here, we might find some of Arasaka's latest secret technology, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Arasaka have been at it once again. Why? What have they made? Well, they've made the floating turret, of course, yeah. It's just a turret floating here in the middle of someone's balcony. I'm not quite sure what's meant to be going on with that one. But indeed, the boffins at Arasaka have done it once again, creating the freestanding floating auto turret. I must admit though, devs, this is the only time I've ever seen this happen, so kudos to you. Because right next to it, we have an example of a turret that was done perfectly correctly. But sadly, Tooms, that's all we have time for today. Comment, like, subscribe, do whatever the heck you want, and until next time, peace.